Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and keep watching more details. Coronation Street airs tragic death in Paul Foreman's storyline. Coronation Street has aired the tragic death of Paul Foreman's close friend Shelley Rossington. The two have bonded in recent months over their MND, motor neuron disease, diagnosis, and Paul has confided in Shelley about his plans for an assisted death. In Friday's September 15 episode, Paul was still refusing to use his wheelchair, even though he now struggles to walk. Paul was clearly frustrated and got even more upset when he found out his mom Bernie had been sorting some electric goods addressed to Shelley to make some quick cash. While Paul understood why Shelley had got involved with his mom, he confided in Billy that he would need to speak to Shelley and ask her to stop. Paul set off to speak with Shelley at her flat, but he tripped and fell. There was panic because Paul realized immediately he'd injured himself and there was no one around to help him. He made an emergency call to Todd Grimshaw, who rushed out to help him. Todd arrived on the scene and informed Paul he'd have to start using his wheelchair whether he wanted to or not. Billy and Summer later tried to show Paul there was nothing to be ashamed of as they pushed him to the pub. Paul was overwhelmed when he was received with warmth and acceptance in the Rovers. However, Paul had no idea some tragic events were unfolding at his friend Shelley's home as he tried to call her. Paramedics had arrived on the scene and were warned that Shelley had no pulse. "I think she went in her sleep," her attendant told the paramedics. The storyline will continue unfolding next week as Paul has to process the heartbreaking loss of one of his closest confidants.